Hello there, everyone. Good evening. How are you all doing today? I'm sure you're lovely. Before I begin today, I would like to ask you guys a question. Now, I don't want to seem like I'm selling out or anything. I just thought, I have all you guys out there. There's got to be a lot of you. I mean, I get like 50 views a video on average. So I'm hoping there are a lot of people paying attention. I've recently gotten into a really cute hobby. It's called, well, the beads themselves are called perler beads. So I'm guessing it would be like bead art or whatever. But basically, you take little beads and you put them on a pegboard and then you iron them and you can make little designs. It's really fun for pixel art, like this little half of a totodile that I dropped that I made. I've made a couple of little unknown letters. And Ashley got me into it because she was making Homestuck symbols. So I was wondering if you guys wanted, I was going to put a donate PayPal button somewhere rather inconspicuous. I'm not like saying, oh my god, give me your money because I am poor Skiba. No. I was just wondering like if you donate like a couple bucks. It fuels buying the beads because these things can be really expensive. And I'll make you a little bead design. I probably can't make you the Homestuck ones, though, because I don't know if that's technically, like, selling Homestuck merchandise. But drop a couple dollars, I'll make you something and send it to you. I can make a couple of things. I've got a really huge amount of colors, but I still don't have, like, every color that can make something interesting. Like, right now, I'm out of every shade of red I have. Because this red is really hard to come by, and I don't have the dark red color yet. Anyway, all that aside, that's up for you guys to decide. I'm not gonna make you guys do anything. I can't, obviously. I'm like sitting here on my bed doing nothing. So, that topic off to the side. Time to meet Vriska, the huge bitch. Enter name. Your name is Vriska Circuit. You are a master of extreme role-playing. You can't get enough of it, or really any game of high stakes and chance. You have persisted with the habit even in spite of your accident. But then again, you don't have much choice. Your Lucis is very hungry all the time. She can only be appeased by the flesh of young trolls. Your cloud campaigns for teams of flarpers, utilizing your abilities... You cloud campaigns for teams of flarpers, utilizing your abilities for orchestrating the demise of the impressionable. Your victories supply you with treasure, experience points, and spider food. You are something of an apocalypse buff, which is something you can be on Alternia. You are fascinated by the end-of-the-world scenarios, or by end-of-the-world scenarios, there's really only one end of the world, and enjoy constructing doomsday devices for the hell of it. You are drawn to means of dark prognostication and the advantages they offer, particularly in gaming scenarios. Your abilities in this department were hobbled with the loss of your vision eightfold, and you have since sought alternatives through various black oracles. You consult with these ominous globes, but routinely destroy them in frustration over the puzzling, guaranteed inaccuracy of their predictions. Dude, they're just magic 8-balls. Breaking them has developed into a habit bordering on fetishistic, and with each you destroy, you add to an insurmountable stockpile of terrible luck. You have to stop, but addiction is a powerful thing. Your troll tag is Arachnid's Grip, and your statements tend to be just a little bit overdramatic. What will you do? Well, first, shit, woman. Clean up a little bit, wouldn't you? I mean, for real, it's a good thing you're wearing shoes. Now, I didn't want to get too far into, like, judging a book by its cover. So, I know that Vriska is one of those characters that everybody is like, you either love her, like, with the passion of 1,000 suns, or you despise her and wish that she would just off herself and die. I'm kind of like, okay, because so far I'm kind of like, okay, she sort of made fictionally budging her way into pretty much everything ever by having references to her speech being in the narrative, which to me, on, a metafictional level, is a little bit annoying. But as a character, I mean, I like her type characters. I like characters who are cruel for no apparent reason. As far as I know, because I know things, she's actually more typical of a troll than the other trolls we've been introduced to are. and I can kind of see why she acts like a total psycho bitch, but it's thus far been presented in such a way that it's like, wow, she's mean for no apparent reason. So, okay, I can understand where she's coming from, to a degree. Check out cool drawing on wall. Aw, yeah. You drew your own role-playing character for fun, as many flarpers are prone to do. She is the best character, and you wish you were her. Oh wait, you are her! Your wish has been granted. Probably as a special boon for being so great at everything. Her name is Marquise Spinneret Mindfang, scourge of land dwellers and sea dwellers alike, and worst nightmare to silly boy skylarks everywhere. She has accumulated more treasure and gained more levels than any member of the Petticoat Seagrift class ever. She gained all the levels. All of them. Yeah! Okay. You have fun with your little Sue character, dear. I'm just going to pet you on the head, you 13-year-old typical thing. I mean, 6-sweep-year-old troll person. Yeah. Proceed to computer. Whoops. Oh, Cal dropped. You have a lot to do. So many irons in the fire. Ow! Lousy dice. You just can't ever seem to go anywhere in your hive without stepping on an errant D4. Pointy little bastards. It's just your bad luck, you guess. You've had such terrible luck ever since your accident, and it just keeps getting worse. As far as you're concerned, the world can't end soon enough. Well, with the lack of depth perception that missing an eye, or at least blocking one out, nets you, stepping on caltrops is probably the least of your worries. That's an odd D4, though. Most D4s have, like, 1, 2, 3, or, whatever. Since there's 4 different sides, 4 different combinations. But having just 1 on each side? I've never seen a D4 like that. I'm sure one exists. Ashley would know, but... Anyway, as you were saying, so many irons in the fire. Such a tangled web. It is a web full of flaming irons and mixed metaphors. Tonight is a big night. Shut up, Cloud. You have a lot of meddling to catch up on tonight. Bugging and fussing and meddling. And shoving your way into the narrative again. Take dice. And I think I've seen, pipped D8 like once in my lifetime. I should get my dice out. I have a lot of dice. I play D&D regularly. When I can. You've equipped your enchanted dice set, the fabled fluorite octet. It consists of 8 D8, plundered from a ghost ship during a particularly challenging campaign. In ancient times, such weapons were employed by roving bands of Gambelinants? I'm not sure if that's supposed to be, like, blind, like a line, or ignant as in indignant. I'm gonna go with Gamblignants. Strange as that sounds. Deadly marauders with a passion for chance. They all died off, though. Took too many crazy risks. That's some risky business. Oh. Rolling the dice will execute a wide range of highly unpredictable attacks. Very high rolls can be devastating to even the most powerful opponents. Of course, with the luck you've had lately, you could make a good roll to save your life. Gotta do something about that awful luck. Gotta catch a break. When you get worked up about stuff, you put 8s in places that don't really make a lot of sense phonetically. It makes half sense phonetically. I mean, you got the A part right, but the T part not so much. That would be break. Which just sounds odd. But if you just take the A part, okay, works. Begin meddling. Yep. Time to get this show on the road. There are so many people to meddle with tonight. After you ditch an unwelcome solicitor first, that is. Doesn't she realize how rude it is to meddle? You'll fuss with her meddling later. Attacking the fourth wall like a boss. What now? Oh, him. You thought he'd washed his hands of you. Strange timing that he's bugging you tonight after so long without a peep from him. But who is it? You're not showing me who it is, and I hate that. Deal with this guy. I don't know who it is, so I don't know which voice to prepare. Peek? Oh shit. It's him? I didn't even think he talked! Shit, I don't have a voice for him. Hold on a minute. I gotta go think about this. Okay, I think I have a voice. It's one I haven't used in a while. I used to use it, like, 20 eternities ago. I think I have to turn the brightness down on my screen to read his text. Shit. Forgive me for this. This is going to look really stupid. My highlight text is like this really obnoxious pink, so I'm going to be highlighting all of his text so I can actually fucking see it. Hello. Oh my god, why are you talking to me? This is the last time we'll ever talk. Still sticking with the white text, I see. So smooth and stylish. I forgot how much I love highlighting it to read all the boring things you have to say. It's like a fun game for super extra handicapped retarded people. Like opening a present. Find out what obnoxious thing the mystery tool typed. What is it? A parting courtesy, I suppose. All the ways I've exploited you are meant to bring about the events that will take place this evening. Knowing this will provide context for the events in your near future, and will affect how you behave in response. These events will be just as important as those preceding it. I've gone to great lengths, you see. You didn't exploit me. You're just a petty douche with a bad temper who likes to play games, and all I did was humor you. I did exploit you, though. Very thoroughly. It was easy. So full of yourself! Have I ever lost a game? Don't change the subject! What subject are you referring to? I'm going to log off in a big huff, and you have to promise not to use that nasty trick where you log me back on out of petty, douchey spite. And then we can go back to never, ever talking, because, man, that was no heaven when it was like that. There's no need for that kind of assurance. I'll be brief. I no longer hold you accountable for any wrongdoing. In fact, I've given your transgression very little thought since the incident. If you acknowledge this amnesty and regard it as sincere, you may begin to find the odds falling in your favor again. This may be essential if you are to succeed on your journey. Slow down, man. I'm just wearing out so many pens taking all these important notes. Fuck you for ruining all my good note-taking pens and giving me this terrible cramp in my good note-taking hand. Incredible, the risks you take with your scorn. But of course it was your unpleasant, simplistic temperament that made you so easy to control. Vicious and predictable, like an insect. If you turn a swarm of wasps on a crowd, the outcome is certain. It takes no skilled strategist to understand this. You are, in fact, a waste of my talents. A primitive expedient. Pugh, what a snob. You're worse than my meddly meddler metal friend. I wonder why they waste their camaraderie on you. I'll never understand it. I thought you said you would be brief? I'll say one last thing. Though the magnitude of the ensuing destruction resulting directly from your actions will be neither possible or necessary for you to fathom, there nevertheless ought to be a silver lining. The only question is whether you will live long enough to see it. I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I wouldn't bet on it. Goodbye. Bye, asshole. More hollow comebacks, as hollow and wishy-washy as the inside of one of those dumb black globes. What use is all that attitude against a guy who's never wrong? It's so depressing you can't even work up the energy to smash this stupid thing. Maybe you could stand to have some more camaraderie wasted on you. That's hard to say. Camaraderie is a word I don't really like. Even if it comes from a meddler metal friend. Endure meddling. Guy's like, I'm enjoying the sun. The sun, you bitch. Arachnid's group, AG, began trolling Grim Auxiliatrix, GA. What? Just wanted to know, is your Lucis dead yet? Huh? What kind of question is that? Is this a trick? Are you trying to sabotage me? Are you in cahoots with someone? No. Cahoots! Cahoots, I say. You sure do seem to be saying cahoots. I'm just asking, because mine's dead. What? Oh no, how did that happen? It was just her time. Really? Are you sure it wasn't sabotage? I would suspect sabotage if I was you. No, there was no plot or conspiracy or any trace of saboteurs operating through the special and magical union one can only describe as being in cahoots with another. When a virgin mother grub abdicates and renounces brooding, her time will be relatively short. I always knew this. She was so cool. You had the coolest Lucis of anyone I know. I wanted to meet her someday. Maybe you still can. Yeah, meet her corpse. I guess that's not so bad a consolation prize. Seeing a big, dead, cool mother grub. Wow! You were so lucky. My Lucis sucks. Why did you ask if she's dead anyway? Do you know something? They are all dying, or are going to soon. I believe it's a preemptive consequence of the game we are about to play. If a preemptive consequence is a concept that can be said to hold any meaning. But from what I understand, if it is applicable in any sphere at all, then this game holds that sphere. Okay, I don't really get that. So you can just go ahead and think I'm some dumb flighty broad again. That's somebody else, Vriska dear. Someone else she's in love with. I wasn't going to think that. You know what, I don't think even I really understand what I just said, so never mind. Now you have me a little worried. Man, I hope she's okay. Why would this happen? This is just my luck. Have some died besides yours? And, you know whose, I guess? Yes, a few. Karkat thinks it's his fault. He believes his actions triggered an inauspicious chain reaction. You mean a curse? Sure. Wow, between his curse and my shitty luck, we are so screwed. I'm not surprised to see you endorse his paranoia without hesitation, but I was attempting to illustrate a point in bringing it up. Phew, there goes another one, sailing over the idiot girl's head. Okay, lay it on me. These events are inevitable, and regardless of whatever emotional entanglements obfuscate their significance, they will ultimately serve an important purpose. Important purpose. Words that I can enunciate. The curse had nothing to do with it, and Karkat's notion of a curse is inseparable from his perception of events as intrinsically negative and as tailored to his personal dissatisfaction. And your bad luck is the same way. I believe, anyway. Okay. What would happen if you just cleaned up a bit? Don't you think you would step on a few less hard triangles? She has points. She's talking about self-fulfilling prophecies in a way that really makes sense. Kinda, yeah. Why do you try to help me and stuff? What's the point? It's kind of bothersome. That's a B. You're forgetting your quirk. You're misquirking. And it's insulting sometimes. So I have a messy room. Big deal. My luck fucking blows. It's got nothing to do with it, and you just don't even know. Meddler. Why are you so meddly, Miss Meddlesome McFussyfangs? Because you're dangerous. No way, I'm just fine. Why don't you can it? Every time you tell me to can it, I think it's funny. I mean, it's just a funny thing to say, don't you think? It's okay to be dangerous. Lots of people are. And dangerous people can be really important. Maybe even the most important sometimes. But it just means there's got to be someone around to keep an eye on them. And if not me, then who? Everyone has an important job to do. This is foreshadowing the fact that she is ashen for everybody in existence. Okay, so you're spying on me. Kind of creepy. Man, maybe you should get a life. Or, you know, if you're so high and mighty and think you're so great, maybe you could, oh, I don't know, try and stop me from doing bad things? That wouldn't work. If I tried to stop you, you would regard me as an enemy, instead of merely as a nuisance. And what good would that do? So I'm afraid McFussyfangs it must be. Okay, great, fine. I'm going to check on my Lucis now. But I'm starting to think you're full of shit, and I'm quite sure she will be quite fine. You're right, anything can happen, I guess. But just so you know, I'm sorry for your loss in advance. Arachnid's Grip AG ceased trolling Grim Auxiliatrix, GA. Arachnid's Grip AG began trolling Grim Auxiliatrix, GA. Ah, man, why didn't I just get the last word and sign up real quick, just like I usually do? You sneak that stinking little ninja quip in there. So mad. You stupid, goddamn supportive friend. Vriska, calm your tits. Arachnid's Grip AG ceased trolling Grim Auxiliatrix, GA. She just got so emotional I couldn't even words there. Angrish. Check on Lucis. No wonder you don't really get out much, love. God, I would never, like, I would either stay up there or never go up there at all. Stairs are my mortal enemy. Ugh. You go down, like, 50 million stairs to her nest below. You wonder if any other kid on the planet has such a high-maintenance lusus. You doubt it. I know someone that does. At least, vaguely I do. You pass by one of your completed doomsday devices. You promised you'd build it for an especially powerful and influential member of the nautical aristocracy in return for his collusion during your campaigns. Some guy you were in cahoots with. You guess none of it matters now, though. I've seen this panel before, but I don't remember where or when. It was tough to build and isn't perfect yet. Luckily, one of your pals nearby is pretty handy with technology. He can be tapped for parts and favors frequently. You wonder if any other kid on the planet has as many irons in the fire as you. You doubt it. Well, she's alive, but... See, look at this. She's fine. Fine and huge and hungry as ever. You guess you're relieved? Yes, of course. Phew, why wouldn't you be? It would be devastating if anything happened to your dear, sweet custodian. I can feel the love. God damn. She's gigantic. Oh. You guess there's no delaying this guy's introduction anymore. As long as we're in the neighborhood. Enter name. Your name is Equius Sahak. You love being strong. You are so strong, you would surely be the class of the elite legion of ruffian annihilators. And while such a calling will be quite honorable, you would prefer to join the ranks of the Arc Eradicators? I don't know. Perhaps the most noble echelon of the Imperial forces... Perhaps the most noble echelon the Imperial forces have to offer. Unfortunately, you suck at archery. You have not successfully fired a single arrow. Every time you try, you break the bow. You are simply too strong. You have broken so many bows it has developed into a habit bordering on fetishistic. You have to stop, but addiction is a powerful thing. You have a great appreciation for the fine arts. You use your aristocratic connections to acquire priceless masterpieces painted in the oldest and most respected Octarine tradition of nude muscle beast portraits. I don't know, it just looks like stuff they scraped out of the bottom of Fur Affinity. Like, I'm not insulting his character or anything, but, MUS? There's a guy who does a lot of horse-related stuff, much in that fashion. Anyway. These striking depictions of the exquisite fauna native to Alternia remind you of the purest physical ideal that must be sought by anyone who professes a love of strength. While those of lesser bloodlines turn up their uncultured noses at such stunning material, it makes you furious. Practically everything makes you furious. You have so much rage it can only be expressed through staggering quantities of physical violence. You build strong and sturdy robots, set them to kill mode, and beat the shit out of them in caged brawls. Sometimes you lose teeth, but they usually grow back. Your troll tag is Centaur's Testicle, and with your bow and arrow ever at the ready, you take exception to the lewd language unbefitting of blue bloods. What will you do? It's okay, Equius. I mean, honestly, before I really found out more about his character, I thought he lost the teeth, broke the glasses, and the horn because he was too strong and, like, ground his teeth too hard and they popped out or something. Something silly like that. But, hey, at least he takes out his aggression on robots, right? That's what he's got Nippita for. Check on Lucis. Now where did that craven excuse for a custodian go? It makes you furious when he goes missing like this. Probably off somewhere nursing his bruises. You swear, the old boy is made of glass. You're starting to get agitated. Arthur, where are you? Oh, there he is. He was just preparing an ice-cold glass of nutritious Lucis milk for you, with a thick, foamy head on it, just the way you like it. You cannot hope to beat Arthur and a butler off. He is simply the best there is. Darling. Thank Arthur. You accept the frosty beverage and give the good fellow a grateful pat, as gently as possible. Seriously, he's like a soft summer peach. Yeah, he's the one with the problem, Chris. Drink Lucis milk? Whoops. Luce's milk is the secret to being strong. Actually, it isn't. You like to think that, though. The truth is, you're really strong because you're kind of a freak. You were chosen by one of the strongest Lucis species on the planet. It was the only sort of custodian that could handle raising you. Whoops, there goes a glass, as usual. I don't know, milk is good at being strong. I mean, I drink milk just about every single day, and I have since I was very young. I have never broken a bone. And I have really long fingernails. This one just, like, I whacked it on something, but long, thick fingernails. Milk is the secret to being strong. For reals. And as usual, it sends you into a rage. The spilled milk quickly evaporates. What is that milk even fucking made of? Gotta do something to calm yourself down, let off some steam. Equip a bow? You mean equip. A little archery practice ought to cool you off. But of course the piece of shit snaps like a twig the moment you pick it up. Actually, the feel of the brittle wood giving way under the astonishing might of your man-grid is starting to calm you down already. You equip it to your half-bowkind specivis, which is pretty much useless. He's vacuuming it up. And he's using one of those, like... I have one of those. It's like the crappiest little thing. Oh, we just need to get you some composite bows. And one's made of steel rather than wood. Or maybe one made completely out of diamonds. Anyway, you also keep a plain old bow-kind specimen in the event that you are able to fire an arrow someday. Because a boy can dream, right? But for more practical purposes, you keep a fist-kind card on hand. You store them all in your strife portfolio. Remember the strife portfolio? It still exists. It didn't stop existing or anything. We just haven't really, been there yet. You proceed to have a conversation we read not all that long ago. It went mostly like this. Yes. No. 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 But when all was said and done, you are quite sure you convinced your good friend to stay on the right team. Not the team full of degenerates with swill coursing through their veins. You're starting to get worked up again. Routine helps calm you down. Maybe you will talk to another friend. You talk to him every day for some reason, though it's not exactly right to call him a friend since you despise him. Your relationship with the fellow is difficult to describe. It should be noted that in troll language, the word for friend is exactly the same word for enemy. Yep, basically. So how does he not break his keyboard? Talk to frenemy? Oh, damn. Centaur's Testicle, CT, began trolling Terminally Capricious, TC. Have I ever told you what a reprehensible disgrace you are? Fuck yeah. Only every motherfucking day, bro. I'm not in a very good mood. There are a few things I'd like to get off my chest. Motherfucking spill it. Don't be all keeping that shit bottled up like a fucking all shaked up bottle of Faygo. Fuck, dog, I'm thirsty. I'm down to my last bottle, and I don't fucking know if I can get any more of this motherfucking magic land, so I don't know. What you do appear to know is exactly how to maximize my livid contempt for you, with your revolting language and your sense of decorum, at such breathtaking odds with the richness and perfection of your blood. I just hate you so much. That's cool. I can't all be making not everybody happy all the time. If we ever met, I could bake you a fucking pie, and we could chill, and maybe we'd be better bros that way. And the degrees to which you pollute your precious blood, with your bottled fizzy sugar and soporific toxins, maddening. You will stop. Whoa, I will? How do you know that? No, you don't understand. It's not a prediction, it's an order. I command you to stop. Oh, alright, brother. You motherfucking got it. What? Are you serious? Yeah. I mean, you gotta show some faith in your friends, 'cause they're the ones who are being to look out for you. So fuck, if you say I'm not doing this shit right, then what the motherfuck do I know? No, this is unacceptable. Okay, let's start over. I apologize. I was completely out of line, and I'm sorry. I have no right to talk to you like that, or tell you what you can't do. Oh, no worries. It's not my place. Your habits notwithstanding, I am lesser than you. An inferior. Okay. Don't you understand that you're better than me? Can you please act like it? That's not a command, it's just a polite request, I guess. Okay, I can try, but man, I don't know if I know how to be like a better motherfucker than any other motherfucker. Look, it isn't that difficult. Try to be cognizant of your desires and needs, and attempt to regard those around you as simple vehicles meant to bring about your gratification. Wow, what? What are you doing? Right now. It sounds as if you have begun playing with the red team. Is this true? Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm all up in the fucking shit of this wicked, mystical motherfucker. Bonked an imp on the head with a club, and then a little later, scared one with a horn. Good. This is very good. It really pleases me to hear tales of physical subjugation. I presume these were lesser beings, toiling in the lower ranks of some hierarchy. Well, yeah, they're underlings. And there's some subjugation involved for fucking sure. But now it kinda settled down and me and the imps are sharing some pie. Some motherfuckers are pretty dope, actually. I like them. Okay. It pleases me considerably less to hear things like that. But I've already stated I have no right to be disappointed by your conduct, so I will try to control myself. Aw, shit, bro. I don't want to be all like to disappoint you. What can I do to make a brother fucking shape his shit up? If I can make you smile, it'd be the best fucking miracle I ever did part of. Honk, honk, honk. Would it be too much to ask for you to maybe boss me around a little? You mean like role-playing? If it would help to couch it in those terms, then yes, I guess so. But not the especially juvenile kind. Let's keep it serious and professional. I'll try, but I'm not much fucking good at it, I think. Just say anything, as long as it is authoritative. Okay. Hey you, don't go near the motherfucking ocean, 'cause I all told you not to a bunch of times. Shit is straight up dangerous, and I'm getting my harsh on about it. Decent. I don't live near the ocean, though, so it's hard to immerse myself in the scenario. Alright, well, what aren't you all not supposed to do? What kind of mischief do you get your bad fucking self up to? I do so many bad things. Just awful things. I'm incredibly impudent, and a superior needs to put me in my place. Okay, well, don't be doing all those bad fucking things, bro. Yes, that's good. Like that. Cut that shit out. I'm so mean in this. Ha ha ha. Excellent. Now, tell me this, High Blood. I've been roughhousing a little too hard lately. I've made a bit of a mess, and anyone in a position of authority would surely be cross about it. Percent sign? Cross. Oh. What do you make of it, this wretched misbehavior? Fuck, man. I'm so motherfucking salty about all that business you said. Fuck. I'm like all moving my mouth and the wicked noise is coming out in the frontiest way possible. And it's going in your direction, 'cause that's the direction to be fucking and be angry at. Yes, so good. I am presently whipped into a state of contrition, one befitting of our class disparity. But I'm starting to perspire again, so it's best that we stop. Thank you for indulging me. No problem, bro. It's cool we could all motherfucking open up a little bit with each other, like bros. If there's stuff you want to get off your chest, dude, like I said, I'm fucking here for a motherfucker. Kinda like a miracle how it's always there. It never goes away, you know? No, but I comprehend the sentiment. I have lots of thoughts, but they're difficult to communicate. If you'll listen. Sure. Honestly, I'm confused by the social order. Man, me too. I don't know what color is what, so I don't bother with thinking on that motherfucker. See, that's what I mean. How is it possible for one of your distinction to be so ignorant and loathsome, whereas a member of the most abject and verminous bloodline of all can conduct himself with such grace and possess nothing but admirable mannerisms? I find these striking juxtapositions perplexing, and I confess strangely intoxicating. I wonder if I have gone mad to form such a pact with her. Wow, I got no fucking clue what you're talking about. Who is she? I shouldn't be talking about this. You're the enemy. Centaur's Testicles, CT. Cease trolling, terminally capricious, TC. What did I just read? It was like he was cybering. And he's like, what? What the fuck are you even on about? What the fuck? What the fucking fuck? Oh my god, I'm done. Hashtag done.